Okay, we got to restart. I'll start from where I come down. This is obviously the ladder. That's the hole. You're looking about 48 feet there. That's drilled to 3.5 foot, I think this hole is, which is fairly standard. It's blocked off slightly because I've got a fan in there. This and that just sucks in a bit of extra air. But as I get down to the bottom of the ladder, if I turn to my right, I've got a lovely one over here. That's the one full of water. That actually goes back about 50, 60 feet, and there's a sink on the end of it, and I think it goes more than 30 feet deep down. I'm going to drain that water out. And then we got this great huge cabin. This is what I come into every time I come down here. And then this is another drive, as they call it, that's been put on. There's a bit of water in this one. So I'm going to have to actually drain this one as well. But as you can see, you just go in there and you nibble around and you do your thing. This is also, again, you've got the solid sandstone roof. That's a clay level from about there down to here. The floor here is a little bit closer. I'll pan back into, that's where I come down, when I come down my hole. So this is basically just a small drive. This one I can pretty much stand up in. I crouch a bit because it's a bit muddy down there. So I don't touch that drive much. Not until I get around to the same as this one over here, I'll actually pump the water out of it. I'll run a string of lights here once I finish giving you a show through, and you'll be able to see that this one goes back a fair way. So again, we'll pan round. There's trusty ladder. This one here is an interesting hole. There's a hole right beside this particular one. I was using it as a rubbish tip. So that one's pretty much blocked off. You can probably see just the bottom of the garbage in there. That's another 40-foot shaft. That, obviously, I think was the first shaft that led into these ones. But I'm just backfilling that one. And here's all our goodies. That's the 240 volt power. I don't use it very often. There's a really handy little light. It's a bit like a spotlight. Very rarely use it. And I'll just pan back round and we'll go for a walk through the main shaft. Oh, we've got to go past the treasure first. This is one I'm reopening. Now, this one's going to be real interesting. I don't know if you can see, but it goes back, that'd go back 30 or 40 feet. Ceilings, that's about an 8 to 9 foot ceiling in there. That was there originally when I bought this place. As you can see, I'm just starting to sort of take the rubble away, which is what you do. Open mining, shifting one hell of a lot of rock. Now we're back into the main. Well, now there's your roof. I'll call this the main because it goes a little bit further. Goes down to about here. And occasionally you'll pick off into the walls, into sort of the sides of it. Could be interesting stuff in there. All of these wee tiny little holes. You actually knock your pick in there and you just have a look at what comes out. And after a while you get to know whether the clay's looking good or the clay's not looking good. We come back into the main, this is where the main shaft goes through. I don't know if I've got enough light on this end, I may do. But this is pretty much about the, just knocked me out on the roof. This is pretty much the end of the tunnelling for present. And as you can see, again, good sandstone roof all the way through. That's most important. You might notice that I've got another light working here, but as I said, I don't use the 240 all that often. I think that bulb's blown. What I'll do, if I decide to work on, say, this face here, I'll bring that little portable light in I showed you, and I'll work with that. Temperature down here, you're looking at about 20, 22 degrees. That's absolutely amazing. I really like it. You can go and hide from the missus and kids or whatever. Yeah. It's a really nice environment down here. You just come in, you work when you feel like it. I do a few other things in life, so I don't get to spend as much time down here as what I would probably like to, but still, things have to be done. It's absolutely gorgeous. And there you go, it's solid sandstone rock. You might notice that I only have one pillar in here. I'm very lucky here with this mine because all of this ceiling is actually solid sandstone. You got to bring down picks and jacks to get through the damn stuff. The only thing you have to watch out for is what they call false roofs, which I showed you before. Where was he? This up here is something that I'm going to be getting rid of. See this little beast here? If you look just in there, there's an actual line going through it. That's a bit of false roof. That should have been taken out when it was jackhammered through here. But you take that very, very carefully, stand away from it, and boom, that'll come down in about 12 inches long and probably about, maybe about 3 inches, 4 inches wide. Yeah. So luckily I don't have to prop everything. But you can if you want. A lot of people, even with holes like this, they do prop them. I've got some props. I probably will prop a bit of stuff. I'll turn the camera off now and I'll try and get some light on that other hole where the water is.